What's up, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and this is a bizarre story, and it just keeps getting more bizarre. And I guess they're probably hoping, waiting, praying for people to forget about this story because every time I cover it, various platforms say, "Hey, no ads for you." Nobody ever seems to see the videos; they don't get spread around, or maybe just in general, interest is waning because it's been so long ago. But if you weren't paying attention over the holiday weekend, as they probably were expecting you to do, uh, the woke judge who decided Friday that the unhinged writings of the individual that went in and did the terrible things in Nashville actually belongs to the families. And then the families basically said, we're not releasing them. So I have no other conclusion to draw than that the families themselves are part of suppressing this, which I don't understand at all. You mean to tell me there isn't one mom or one dad who went through that doesn't want that stuff out there? It's wildly, wildly, wildly bizarre to me. And before we get into this video, which is nuts, I'm glad I have a sponsor for it. This is from Tax Network USA. Are you struggling with back taxes or unfiled returns? The IRS is escalating collections, adding 20,000 new agents and sending over 5 million collection letters to kick off 2024. In these challenging times, your best defense is Tax Network USA. Don't let the IRS take advantage of you. With over 14 years experience, Tax Network USA has saved their clients over $1 billion in back taxes. No matter the time or size of your tax issue, their expertise is your advantage. They specialize in negotiating with the IRS, aiming to significantly reduce your debt. Tax Network USA doesn't just negotiate, they also protect your assets from the IRS seizures and manage your yearly returns for ongoing compliance. The clock is ticking. Don't wait as the IRS steps up their game. Seize control of your financial future now. Tax Network USA. Contact Tax Network USA for immediate relief and expert guidance. Call 1-800-245-6000. That's 1-800-245-6000. Or visit TNUSA/Jeremy, Jeremy. Don't let tax issues overpower you. Turn to Tax Network USA and find your path to financial peace of mind. Now, if you've been following the story, it's everything that's going on in Nashville. Let's go to Friday. Okay. And I hate to like implicate the family, okay, or families, but it's so hard for me to believe. It's so hard for me to believe there isn't one dad out there that's like, no, I don't want I want these documents out. I want people to know why they did what they did. Now, we've obviously already seen pieces come out that have definitely led towards, an understanding that of their mindset. But it is odd to me that they continue to hide these documents. Let me pull up this article here. So, here, a lengthy document written by the Nashville maniac will not be released to the public because its copyright now belongs to the parents of those lost that day, a judge has ruled. Now, stick with me because we're going to go into who this judge is, why they might be ruling the way that they're ruling, and things of that matter. We already know that this individual was suffering from mental health issues, which I would assume everyone is who does something stupid and terrible like this. But also we know that they were, looking to change their or try to suppress their gender, change their gender, this, that, and the other stuff. Gender ideology is essentially deeply involved. It will not be released. Families of those lost that day, including 3 students and 3 staff, can now block media outlets' access to the writings. Chancery Court Judge Aisha Miles ruled Thursday night, conveniently before a holiday weekend. The original, I'm telling you, this verdict was rendered on purpose on July 3rd, because they wanted to, have it get lost over the holiday weekend. The ruling comes after, the original writings, journals, art, photos, and videos created by this loser are subject to an exception to the Tennessee Public Records Act created by a federal Copyright Act. Miles wrote in court. This has to get challenged up to Supreme Court. It just has to. There's obviously something in these writings that they don't want us to see. There just is. Those who were lost that day argued in court that they should be allowed to determine who has access to their musings and which news outlets and other groups believe will offer clues. Which ones people believe will clues into their disturbing motives. Interest in the writing stemmed from the assertion by PD that she was assigned female by birth, but may have identified as a man. We know that's basically true based on what's been leaked. Some have speculated that Hale may have had an issue with the Christian belief system at the school, which she formerly attended. But the judge also found that the risk of inspiring copycats by releasing these documents was of, quote, grave concern, which is absurd. Because if that red hat that loser wore on that day had said, "Make America Great Again" on it, they would have been on the front page of the New York Times the next morning. I guarantee it. Quote, the loser used these writings of other perpetrators in similar crimes to guide how this plan was constructed and accomplished, mimicking some of not only their methodology, but their choice of targets, Miles wrote. They even held past perpetrators out as heroes in their and idolized them. So what? So those documents are still out there. I'm skipping the pictures I'm trying to skip as many pictures of this loser as I can, okay? That's why I'm flipping back to my beautiful face. By the way, if you haven't yet, please do subscribe or follow down below. Now, some of the families cheered the ruling on Friday. Quote, this is why I'm saying, what is going on with the families? Why on earth, other than you're looking to cash out? Are they trying to get rich off this? Are they literally trying to sell these things? Is that what they want to do? Which would be even more sinister, wouldn't it? Like, now they want to sell them? I don't know, but you see this. The last year and a half without Cindy has been difficult, but today brings a measure of relief in our family, denying the losers some of the notoriety they sought by releasing those vile, unfiltered thoughts on the world. As a result, everyone should be thankful for it. Wrong. I don't think that. I think, and I know this for a fact, nobody would be talking about this loser in 2024 if the documents had come out over a year ago when they should have. It is your court case and the subsequent leaks that have led to this person getting more notoriety than they ever could or should have hoped for. Anybody talking about that water park guy anymore? Anybody talking about, any of these other incidents anymore? No. Does anybody talk about the Waukesha parade guy anymore? Oh, they never talked about him. I guess I forgot his car was the perpetrator. A records request for the writings, which were collected during police investigation, were previously denied, prompting several groups to sue, along with news outlets, a law enforcement nonprofit, the Tennessee State Senator, or Tennessee State Star, I think. Oh, Tennessee State Senator Todd Gardenhire has also demanded the writings be released. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The ruling is expected to be appealed. I expect. Critics say her finding is a hit to government transparency. How come the government's the only one that gets to see it? To say the evidence collected by police can be copywritten by the criminal or the surviving parent or spouse of the criminal does not bode well for the transparency of police or the judicial system. Yeah, that's going to just let people, copyright. Oh, I'm going to write some crazy musings, copyright them. And that way you'll never get to, and then you get to spend the next 10 years fighting in court to see what was really going on. I mean, that's what all this has ensured is that, right? Now, this is the judge. Judge Aisha L. Miles just blocked the release of the documents. She cited, quote, copyright law. She's also using an influencer ring light in court. Oh, wait, she's also a liberal activist. What a coincidence. Well, let's go to Brianna Morello, whose show I was just on the other day, posted this just a few days ago. Judge Aisha Miles made her Instagram page private now after I posted screenshots. So people figured out, hey, wait a minute. There has got to be some, some reason why wouldn't you release this, right? Well, it's because Judge Miles is far left and campaigns at LGBT plus events. Miles does not want you seeing that the Nashville's documents because they were mentally ill, they were trans, and they targeted Christians. I think that is a very real possibility. We know that I don't think it's up for debate about, the target of the event. There's no debate about that, right? That's the reality. We know they went to a Christian place on purpose. We know that the woke crowds, in particular LGBTQ individuals, largely have an issue with Christianity. Who would be surprised there? Here you see Judge Aisha. It was hot, but so much fun. Happy Pride, everybody. So isn't it possible that the judge is looking for any possible excuse to protect a member of the LGBTQ community? I would say it's at least possible. Don't you? We've seen plenty of corrupt judges in New York, in my opinion, right? Isn't it possible that they're protecting that? Oh, love is love, posted from the judge. Here's another one. She wants to be a TV celebrity. She's got a glamour shot of her at court. Now the account's private. I wonder why the judges privatized their account. I wonder why that is. Is it because people saw through it? It's because people know you're protecting. People know that you're bending the law. You found some loophole to protect an LGBTQ person. And I would be willing to bet you extraordinarily large sums of money that if this person was a conservative or a Trump supporter, you would have been picketing in the streets to have it released. I think we all know there's something very fishy going on here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do make sure you leave a like on it. If you haven't yet, please do subscribe or follow down below. We'll talk to you again real soon.